Tennessee wins! By Tennessee to Jennings.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre, and Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better. We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues here live on Fan Run Radio. It's a good Thursday night. It's good to be back. It's good to be back here with you guys. It feels like it's been a minute. I was gone last Thursday, so that's why. I guess I didn't miss anything. I was gonna say tough week to miss, but nothing really broke until Saturday.
Tough week, period.
No, this was been one of the worst weeks in recent memory, for sure. But
do you think we'll ever get away from it as Vols fans? I feel like for some reason this was the settlement of no matter how good you have it, there will always be just a crashing tsunami wave of flames and fire endeavored.
I don't know how it could get any worse.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I guess if we lost this Saturday, but losing to Alabama the way you did, I mean, just from the second half or the last play of the first half on until now,
it could get worse.
Brutal.
You don't remember getting drummed by Nick Saban teams, 2010 to.
Yeah, but you didn't lose a national championship coach that same week either.
Yeah, but you also I think that's the thing too, is like at least we did get a natty with him. That's why I think it could get worse. And
I'm talking about in weeks, like a consecutive week.
Yeah, no, pick a week in 2017. And I think it hurts. It sucks. I think you got left for the top of any profession. Like that, like being in an MLB clubhouse is the top of the baseball profession. Because, I mean, money's not going to be that much different. The status is really probably only different at the baseball level, like in the baseball world. Because, I mean, he was the king of Knoxville, Tony Vitello.
Yeah. I mean, this is
the work-life balance. Like, this isn't also going from a college football team to an NFL team where work-life balance gets a lot better. Like, it really is about the same. I guess you're preparing for games instead of recruiting, so maybe it's a little bit more fun, but you're pretty much working the same amount.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. And I mean, let's just start with the show. Like, we're coming in, it's sad, we're upset. At the same time, like, congratulations, Tony Vitello.
Yeah, I mean, we won't ever forget you.
It is the most Tennessee thing ever to have something that's never been done before, and you lose your national championship coach to
another thing that's never been done before.
Correct.
He was too good. We needed him to be just a little bit worse.
Yeah. You know, all those times that he was on the MLB draft, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
Yeah, that kind of sucks now in the grand scheme of things. And here I said on Sunday, kind of jokingly, kind of not, that I was going to root very hard against San Francisco. I'm rooting for San Francisco really hard. It has nothing to do. I mean, I guess I wish Tony well, I guess. I mean, I'm a Vol first. No offense, Tony. You're dead to me. But I am a big San Francisco fan, because if he sucks and he comes back to college baseball, period, but especially to a rival, he's actually dead to me.
Yeah. That would be the worst. We want him to be so good in the MLB he never comes back to college.
Just feels very I'm not trying to compare him to Saban, but feels very Saban-y to me. And I did see someone make this comparison, and people were like, pump the brakes. Nick Saban won one national championship before he went to the pros too. So, I mean, it's not far off. Yeah, it feels very Saban-y to me.
I would agree. I think Ben McKee made a great point, I think yesterday or today, about the difference in the two situations. And I get what you're saying, Caleb, and I know you're not comparing the two really.
The only situation I'm comparing is the coach going to the pros
it's
and
just
potentially coming back.
right. But the fact that people don't think it'll translate to the MLB, I just think that that's wrong because in reality, he's kind of dealt with professional athletes the last couple years and did a dang good job of it.
Sure. I do think it's a new world that will take – I will be shocked, not because I don't think he's a good coach, not because I don't think he manages people well. I will be shocked if he kind of picks up right where he, quote unquote, left off at Tennessee.
Yeah, there'll be a learning curve for sure.
I think it's going to – it'll take the Giants saying – we're going to give you time. And it'll take Tony just loving it to not quickly come back to college baseball.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be hard for him to not, I mean, like his thing is his personality. Like that is a lot of what he carries to a program. And whether you liked it or not, I think everybody would agree that Tony Vitello is a personality. You know, that's what Tennessee became about, whether people hated the antics and the everywhere, really. I mean, it was nonstop. Right. You can't really do that in the MLB. I mean, you can do it in different ways, but I mean, you're not going to have the same real like shenanigan vibe and be able to get the fans as rowdy, I guess. See, I very good college personality, but I don't see it.
I think Buster Posey, like you have to know what you're getting. Like
I think
he's not dumb in this.
The Giants fans seem to love it. And maybe that's because they had that underdog clawing for playoff baseball late. They seem to love what Drew Gilbert brought in that personality. And
that's true.
So I think they might at least like it for a little bit. Now, I don't know longevity wise, but I think they're at least inviting it, welcoming it. Like I think they do love the idea of it right now.
It helps if you're winning.
Yeah, sure. Always. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I mean, congrats to Tony. Like he's. I kind of want to say this: like the baseball program since he's been there has been so good to us.
Yeah.
Just getting guys on and like everybody's so like welcoming and even though like we don't get really paid to do this a whole lot. So for them to like give up their time to just sit down and talk with us and we had him on.
And we've made it very vocal how we don't really like Tony that much forever. We don't like his antics. We've mentioned it numerous times how we don't like Ross Kivett and we thought it was a bad idea to bring him back. And yet they still just open arms. So that's pretty awesome too.
Yeah. But yeah, just great people over there. Love that program, and it does suck because I don't think no matter what you do, I don't think it's ever going to be the same.
I don't, and I think one thing that makes this really challenging for Danny White in this hiring landscape, because I think there's a situation where I think I've said it. I think Josh Elander. I said it before Tony left officially. I think it's Josh Elander's job. He's earned it, but I think there's a world where it doesn't work for him either because Tony Vitello built a culture that on the surface looked very much like Tony Vitello. Like it was him. And Josh Elander's got to be a little bit of himself, but also that culture seems to be so tight-knit, very much the guys in the locker room buy in. And so it's hard to want to or try to get away from what's working. And so it's going to be a very balancing act of, again, I think it should be Josh Elander. How does he handle that culture transition? And then if it's the next guy, I think it would be a bad idea to fully go. Like you can't go and get pick a big name. Like there's nobody else that operates in the way that Tony Vitello has operated. And so to go get somebody who has a completely different mindset in the culture, I think it would just be a detriment to the program that's currently built. And I think it's hard to replicate it exactly, but someone who has a similar vision, and Josh Elander obviously has to have a similar vision. He's been bought in for 8 years now.
Yeah. I mean, one thing about this is, I mean, Tony Vitello, what he built in such a short amount of time is incredible. And I think that's one reason why he got the position he did. I don't think he takes this job if it's the Los Angeles Angels. No offense to them, but I don't think he takes it if it's the Miami Marlins. I think it had to be a really good organization in the MLB to steal him away from what he built. And it sucks. But I mean, like what he did, like, I mean, since 2021, this whole fan base has gathered around him, supported that team. I mean, it was must-see TV. Like you wanted to go to the ballpark to watch this Tony Vitello coach team every single day. because you never knew what was going to happen, because there was the personality and there was the press conferences and like the Mike Hahn show. There
Yeah, it was
was
almost better to watch on TV because you got to hear his mid-inning
yeah,
interview.
yeah, of him going off or going on a tangent about absolutely nothing, which we also do on the show. But yeah, it was awesome to see. I enjoyed it. Never knew kind of what we're getting into, because I've been a season ticket holder since before he was here. And so like everybody's like, yeah, good recruiter. Like, I mean, what are we really getting here? And you didn't know, like, I mean, Tennessee struck gold with Tony Vitello, and it's going to be hard to replicate. I think, and I know we're going to talk about probably the situation, but I think if you want to kind of keep that train rolling, I think it has to be Josh Elander, and at least give him that shot. I mean, he's kind of waited his turn. He's been the recruiter. He's been a part of this since the beginning as well. I think it's going to be different.
It's got to be different.
I think he's earned that right to me. There's nobody out there, especially the people I've seen linked to it, that I'm just like, I mean, who is better than Josh Elander? Who's a better resume than Josh Elander?
Well, also, it's interesting. People are out there. Oh, there's someone with the head coach experience, but we are sitting here in October. Other teams are in their mid-season is not the right word, but they're wrapping up fall ball, getting ready to fully prepare for a season. It's not going to be just super easy to go pull a coach away from a program right now. And this hire probably has more candidates in July or August.
Sure.
So it is a little bit different than a normal hiring cycle. And also Landon and Joey, I liked how Landon said, we're probably going to talk about the situation. Like, this isn't Landon's first time on a mic since he declared Danny White potentially public enemy number one. And he may or may not have a poster, a wanted poster hanging up inside of the UT admin offices.
I mean, was I wrong?
I didn't say that. I just said you acted like we weren't going to talk about it.
No, I mean, I knew we were going to talk about it, and
okay.
we can get into
it. Well,
it.
No, we're about to go to the first break, but let's prepare it a little bit. We always, you got to ask the tough questions. You got to ask the hard questions. You got to make them answer. So we can't sit here and let you off easy.
Okay, let's do it.
That's not allowed. That's.
I'm ready for it.
I like that you're at least ready for it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be about it, stand on it. And I think you're ready to stand on it. So,
well, I don't think we're going to end. What makes this show less fun is we don't end up very far off of each other on takes, except for that one you talked about sending poop pics in the group text. That was crazy. But we don't end up far off each other. And based on little pre-show conversation, I don't think we're going to end up far off each other on this take. But I don't know. Maybe we will.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see.
There you go. That's how you set up a segment. It's exactly how you take notes, kids. Take notes. This is Amateur Radio Hour. We're going to talk Tony Vitello, Danny White. Somebody just tweet his name out. He'll find it, I heard. We got to find his burner. We know he's got a burner on Twitter now. That's official. Whether it's RGW, we don't know, but we got to find it. We're going to talk Tennessee at Kentucky. Everyone's talking about, is this game going to be close? Is this game going to be close? It's a night game in Lexington. Yes, it's going to be close. Are you kidding me? We'll get into more of that. Week 9 in college football. What week are we in now? I'm losing track after this week. This is a tough one, but
probably another week where another coach gets fired. So
yeah,
could it be Mark Stoops?
If you fire him after losing to Tennessee for the 10th time, that's insane. You could have done it many times before then. We'll talk about that. We'll try to call Austin White. We'll see if he answers. Probably doesn't. He'll have an excuse. He's probably at Monterey without us. He's always at Monterey without us. But stick with us on the other side of this break. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio.
I'm Dr. Mike Costa at Knoxville Smiles. Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making it easier for you to see the dentist.
That's quite the intro, Joey. You caught me off guard.
Sorry. Felt like a
End of an era.
Sarah McLachlan ASPCA commercial.
Yeah. That's not the song that plays the ASPCA.
No,
is it?
that's In the Arms of the Angel.
Yeah, that's right. Nailed it.
Somehow a worse and sadder song.
Before we do get into this next segment, this is More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. My favorite tweet that's gonna it's gonna hit like, that first sip of Coke tastes like, like acid hitting the back of your throat. It's gonna taste like that when someone tweets after Kentucky scores and goes up 7-0. We can't focus on a football game this week because of the head baseball coach leaving. Look at what y'all did. Like anything I say online has anything to do with Andre Turrentine missing another tackle. I mean, come on. Good Lord. But it's going to hit. I can't wait. All right, Landon. I don't necessarily want to throw you to the wolves and just say, have at it and go. I kind of do, but I don't.
Do it.
But now that things have transpired,
Mm-hmm.
what's your take on the athletic department as a whole?
The athletic department as a whole.
Or should I start off more micro?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think the athletic program as a whole is really good, but now there is a certain void in it.
Sure.
So that's how I feel about the athletic program.
So that void is being Tony Vitello.
Mm-hmm. And he was not only the face of just Tennessee, he was the face of college. He was the face of the sport.
Is there something Danny White and company could have done to keep Tony Vitello? Or do you think this is just, and that doesn't necessarily mean is there something Danny White could have done to keep Tony Vitello, or do you think this was just inevitable? It was too good of an opportunity to pass up in that it was a professional job at one of the, I don't know what range it would be in, but a very recognizable, a top organization in Major League Baseball. Like, did this feel like the inevitable, or was there something the athletic director could have done to keep Tony?
I don't think we'll ever know the answer to that question fully. I do think that your athletic director, and a lot of people were mad at me for saying he's public enemy number one if Tony Vitello leaves, and that's fine, whatever.
Do you still believe that?
I do still believe that.
Okay.
Because and I think a lot of people changed their stance a little bit when you watched him at that press conference just fumble over his words and just say he didn't really have much of a relationship with Tony Vitello. I mean, it kind of told the story.
Which an athletic department's closer to it than a locker room, but I hate when people try to compare the athletic world to their corporate job because they're not the same. They're like, well, I never talked to my CEO and I'm the VP of operations or something like that. It's like, it's a different world. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. And at the end of the day, you have to hire or fire those guys. You should know them. I'm not saying he should have a relationship with an assistant coach at any sport, but he should know the guys in charge of his programs. Those are his guys. Whether he hired them or not, they're his guys or girls.
Yeah, to say you have to go through a deputy, even if like that is the case, it just sounds bad.
Well, and listen,
it sounds horrible.
Do you have someone over that program that probably should have a better relationship with the head coach than you? Sure. Yeah. You have a lot to do. But you're the face of the athletic department. You should be at games. You should I'm not saying to go watch and you shouldn't be analyzing practice, but you should be a face there.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
So to answer your question, is there anything Danny White could have done? I don't know, but I do think he made the decision a lot easier by not really trying to keep his championship winning head coach.
Well, that's where I struggle is it clearly a dicier relationship beforehand, whether or not you believe any of the alleged stuff. I think regardless, it was kind of forward facing that those kind of two egos and personalities kind of clash and don't bend well together. That's why the Rick Barnes and Josh Heupels and them get along, because they're the quieter guy. They're going to go play their game and really they just have that kind of way. And I think that works really well with someone like Danny White. So they always kind of probably butted heads. Danny White's job is to have the best athletic programs all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the case that Tony mulled over this for multiple days, and it wasn't a flat out clear decision. And it's also true that Danny's taken the stance where he didn't really talk to him. There wasn't a lot of effort conceded to, hey, let's maybe see what we can do to make you want to stay. And he just kind of was like, go ahead. No, you didn't do everything you could have done, because regardless, whoever takes over, there's going to be a Tony Vitello hangover. It's inevitable. And then you clearly didn't do your best job to have the best baseball program, which would make you more money and make your job complete. Like, that's your whole job, is for that baseball team to go get wins, and you didn't do enough. Again, it might not change anything and it would be a non-issue, but it seems like there wasn't enough effort there to even.
Yeah, and I really don't get it, because I think it directly impacts Danny White. I mean, he was named this AD of the year. He's not named AD of the year if your baseball program isn't in contention every year.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of what we're going off is rumors, speculation, but it's very clear that he was. I think the speculation of maybe they didn't have the best relationship, like that, seems to be confirmed in his own words. And it's just that it's crazy to me. I don't know how it transpired Saturday. I don't care if Danny White was on a plane to Tuscaloosa when the news broke. He should have been on the phone with him immediately. Like, what do we need to do? Because I know that's an awesome opportunity and we want to keep you.
Mm-hmm.
What do we need to do? Because you do want to keep a guy that just won you a national championship a year and a half ago. Like that, yes, you want to keep that guy around. So I'm not ready to call Danny White public enemy number one. I'll support you in all your endeavors, Landon.
Oh, and here's another thing. I never said he should be fired.
You didn't. You just said public enemy number one, which is an interesting stance. But you're also. Listen. I don't hate it. That's fine. I don't have to be on the front lines with you. I can stand back with the King's Guard every once in a while.
But you're behind me, right?
I'm behind you.
Okay.
You don't ask me how far back. I might be behind the Archers, but I'm behind you. Okay. And I think Danny White has done a good job at Tennessee. I think I disagree with a lot of Danny White's decisions. This one being, it doesn't feel like he extended all efforts to keep Tony Vitello. That wasn't mentioned in his presser. And that's the first thing I would have said. I've been like, hey, that is a phenomenal job. We're really happy for him. Like, that is the pinnacle of coaching baseball. But we did everything we could to keep Tony Vitello around, because he is a critical part of this athletic department. He's a critical part of the baseball program. He's won a national championship. I would have expressed that right off the rip. Like, this is not something that we took lightly. The days he mulled over it, it's because we wanted him here. And he thought about it, and we appreciate that. And that, I don't know, it just didn't seem. It seemed like defensive. He had a defensive stance, and I don't think the presser was all that bad. I didn't like everyone needs to apologize to Kim Caldwell. Not everyone, no. And it also seems like those rumors were confirmed, but I also think they were overblown in the sense of, kind of just sounds like money had to be decided where it was allocated. Was that communicated appropriately? We can get into all that. I don't know. But yeah, some people were insane online, but that's just part of it. Like, that's
I got blamed for that too. I didn't even say anything about that.
Well, public enemy.
Somebody said Danny White just put me in a body bag. I'm like, well, I don't know how. I'd never mentioned.
Have you apologized to Kim Caldwell yet?
No, I've not, because
You should be the bigger man and apologize on behalf of all fans.
Yeah, I just think the presser just sound kind of tone deaf to me.
And I think that's my biggest rip with Danny White is what seems like consistent tone deafness. And I'm not naive to how these things operate in the money world. And I don't know. I hate, again, going back into people acting like this is normal corporate world stuff. But then even, ticket prices go up when demand goes up, obviously. Well, there's plenty of empty seats in Neyland every week. I can look around and find plenty, because we're getting just throttled on the secondary market. A lot of these season tickets are being bought by people who just buy them to resell them. A lot of the money and renovations are going towards club seats that aren't being fulfilled. Parking's going away for projects that maybe they work out. They don't seem viable to me. And And listen, shout out to the renovations in the South End Zone. I have Petros right next to me. That's awesome. I appreciate that. But it also just supply and demand. If that was the case, Alabama's season tickets would be 400% more than everyone else's in the country. And they're not. And yet they're the winningest program in the last 15 years by miles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not close. So let's not consistently treat that this way. And then there's just it. And I'm not saying you should be handing out things to fans, but there should be consideration for why these people are fans. How long are they going to be fans if we keep doing it? Because that's my question is, okay, so this supply and demand argument we make, that means there's no stopping. There's zero stopping. But at some point it has to. Like the people, 50,000, 70,000 people cannot continue this. It's not possible. I mean, there's just do you have money just coming out of thin air? I sure don't.
Brother.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're building at bigger rates at Axel than Danny White is. I mean, it's nuts.
Look, if I'd be trying to buy a student ticket just to sneak in. Like, I can't afford. I mean, granted, I'm not maybe the average person, straight out of college, but
and I don't have a problem with ticket price increase. It's that it's been year over year, more. So my question is, when does that end?
Go ahead, Joey.
I was just saying, from a business standpoint, 100%. I think there's a lot of programs where what Danny White's doing would excel tremendously. I think, especially with football, Tennessee has a very family, everyone's kind of one big family culture. And I think a lot of that's being neglected just to print more money, get better players, have a better result, which again, his job is to win more games, make more money, win national championships, all the above, almost too well to the point that it is neglecting the, hey, your fans are really what runs this entire program. And so I think it's a little too business heavy, and we've touched on that 1,000 times in the last 4 years.
But
years.
yeah, and I don't disagree with, but I think the whole, like if you look across all sports, which I think Tennessee is catching up right now with a lot of the top end SEC schools in ticket prices. But according to a lot of our fans, Tennessee shouldn't stop if they keep winning at any rate. Like it should never stop because demand's there. There's 22,000 people on the wait list, whatever they want to spew. But in a standard business environment, like you keep going. But this isn't an iPhone,
right?
It's 8 tickets a year in football, 15 in basketball, endless amounts in baseball. That if those keep increasing like that, people have a fixed salary, brother.
Well, it's a fine line to keep walking because, like, yeah, you can crap on your fans all you want kind of when you're winning because people are going to keep paying. But that 1 second that it changes. And let's talk about baseball. He wants to keep mentioning it's a $109 million stadium. Congrats, Tony. We got a $109 million stadium. Hey, we hate that he's gone. $109 million stadium. He just keeps on bringing up this renovation. And I mean, is it going to be all for nothing if people don't show up? If he goes outside of Josh Elander and hires somebody that doesn't win immediately, no one's going to that stadium. They're going to go right back to not really caring.
Yeah, I mean it was built by Tony.
Yeah,
I mean, and obviously Danny White had a big hand in ensuring the funds for it, and credit to him for that. I mean, everyone talked about how he's the ultimate fundraiser. He's the money guy. But you also have to make very calculated decisions when it comes to, like what you mentioned, continuing the progress that this staff, not just Tony. Now Tony's been the face of it, but this entire staff, players have done in the last 8 years.
And all those fans over the years that like were there during the tough days, you've already pissed off. So when you need those fans to come back, when all these casual fans are like, no, I want my summers back. I'm good. I'm not going down there to watch that anymore. You need those fans, but you already pissed them all off. So
yeah. And I don't, that's another thing that I don't disagree entirely with the decisions. Like you talk about pissing off fans going back to football and basketball. Like you pissed a lot of fans off in those lifetime contract deals that if you start losing again, do you get, because that's what a lot of people are missing. Like this, a lot of the athletic department stuff has been funded by those people in recent history, that if they continue to leave, I don't know. It's
this is the people that he's making. It's the people who go or season ticket holders. That's the people he's pissing off. It's not the people that, live in Memphis or Nashville and just watch every game on TV, that they see everything winning. So everything's great to them with Danny White. But, you go into season tickets and people that have been there forever and do it year in and year out with their family, like Joey said, those are the people he's going to lose at some point if things don't change, or, they just have to keep winning. Like that is what you have to do. And that's why I don't think the right move was to just like, we're good, I'll go hire my own guy.
Which I think, now that you kind of get into that, I think that's been the crux of my big hang up with Danny White, is that the faithful that show up week in, week out, the season ticket holders that were here before Danny White. And unfortunately, as someone who would like to quit, I would love to quit this drug addiction that I have to Tennessee athletics. I'm going to probably end up in rehab, because they're like, quit buying season tickets. It's too expensive and we suck. We can't beat Alabama away. We can't. But it's that season ticket holders are only seen as dollar signs. They're only seen as dollar signs. And I get that to an extent, but that is what's different in sports than a lot of other places in the business world. That is the difference. And whatever people want to go, well, you don't donate as much as. I'm not asking for a suite in the, what are they calling it, the Founders Club?
Yeah,
that's not what I'm asking for, because of the dollar amount I give to the athletic department. I know that's not where I belong, but I'm also not asking to be treated like a peon. If you want to treat me like a peon, at least you should have given me one of the troughs out of the south end zone that you got rid of.
Well,
I asked for.
I think he's relying too much on that addiction, because Tennessee's a special place where we are crazy enough that the fans will show up. Obviously, you get into multiple years of just you're down in the dumps. I mean, we've been there time and time again. And yes, it tapers off and you start having bad attendance and bad spirits. But at the end of the day, Tennessee's all sports, really, especially again in football. The fans, it's still such a culture thing down here that they will show up. And I think he's fully winging on the fact that these fans are crazy. They're going to show up no matter what we do. And we're always, we've talked about it, how there's 22,000 ghosts just in line, always ready to take seats. But
there were 50,000 football season ticket holders before he arrived. That was the worst it got. So now it's at 70 something. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. That's good. Good job. And I think Danny White, again, has done an overall great job, because look at where the athletic department as a whole is at. And so I don't want to misconstrue that when I criticize certain areas of what he's doing. And I don't think this baseball hire is necessarily make or break for him. It won't be. It's not a revenue generating sport, but it's going to be a stain on his tenure if you don't handle this situation correctly. It's going to be a really good jump off point if things go wrong in football or men's basketball.
Which he already hasn't handled it correctly. I think that's where most of the gripe is coming from.
You make the right hire, things go well.
True.
And you're fine.
Yeah, that's the other thing I think
going into what Landon said about how we will never know, I think at the end of the day, he was the second highest paid coach in baseball. They were getting the new stadium. We can get into the rev share, all that, but he was recruiting at an insane level. It's obvious that stuff was an afterthought for a lot of people. I don't know if there's anything you could have done to keep Tony, but how you handle it from here on out will define him. Or define aspects of his tenure. It won't define the whole thing.
You're not wrong. Good? Yeah, you're good. I'm trying to. I want you to have your moment, but I don't also.
I mean, I'm kind of like, my stance has already been made. Yeah. I just don't understand how the best coach on campus, you don't even try. And it could have been all for nothing, but at least you tried. And I just don't feel like that was the case with Danny White. So,
because this is I think a lot of it seems like overreaction to this one instance. But again, how many times have we come on here and complained about one thing or made points about another, about Danny White or all the revenue and stuff? I think this is the breaking point for a lot of people, because if it is true that he really didn't make enough conceded effort to stop the guy, again, if all he happened was, like Caleb said, came out and said, hey, we had a lot of deep conversations, and obviously this is an opportunity of a lifetime. We supported his decision no matter what, but we really obviously wanted him to stay here. I really don't think that there's a lot to complain about because
like you could have put the rumors to rest,
Right.
whether you're lying through your teeth or not.
nobody's blaming Tony for taking the job. Nobody.
Well,
I mean, that is
But that's beside the point.
that's just
I-
because you're a Tennessee fan.
Right.
But like from an outside perspective, you're like, duh, take that job. This is stupid if you would. And I think Danny felt the same way. And if it came out, Tony was like, yeah, boom, made my mind up immediately. And Danny was like, look, we can't save him. He already voiced to me that he's gone. Okay, well then I guess, you're not going to sit there and cry for the guy if he's made it very clear he's leaving regardless. But it doesn't seem to be that was the case. So,
and people can people were upset with me the other night, and I think he could have at that press conference just went on like a rant of how great Tony has been and how great their relationship. Again, lied through his teeth. It could have been that way, and it was not. So he just kind of doubled down, and everybody was like, maybe they didn't have a great relationship.
And I don't think the press conference was as bad as some people are making it out to be, by the way. I don't think it was a disaster.
it's just poorly media trained.
It wasn't
You had
great.
one thing you needed.
He
to
did
angle
not
that.
seem prepared at all.
No, someone back there is getting fired because they should have trained him for that way better.
Yeah. Well,
Do
and
you have the picket signs ready? Are you ready to go protest outside the admin offices?
no, and like I said, I don't like.
But you
There's,
should be. You need to.
I mean, I will.
Danny White is unfair. Danny White is in there,
I
standing at a
mean,
concession, plotting his oppression.
He's probably not in there. He's out there spending more money.
well,
Jet
and
setting.
that's another thing. It's all about money, and we're going to go hire a searching firm. What if we go hire Josh Elander? Is that not dumb? We just spent that money for a firm to.
I don't understand the whole searching firm when you're so a searching firm is essentially to gather names, to do the legwork before you interview them. Why do you not just have in-house people for that at this level of college athletics? That should be for an MTSU type athletic director.
Well, I mean, he's
Athletic
already done it
department.
once where he hired a searching firm and just hired the guy he hired at his last stop, which turned
Yeah.
out to be a really good hire.
But it's just to me, the searching firm is just an extra echo chamber where you get confirmation from people you bought and paid for to get confirmation from.
Is it like a background check?
I
Kind of thing?
essentially, but again, why do you not have, I don't know.
Why do you not have your own people to
It's
do
probably
that?
a firm bought and paid for by Jimmy Sexton, and it's another way for him to make money. That's what I've come to learn about college athletics is this is all a ploy to make Jimmy Sexton the richest person on earth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It
We
also
are-
gives him a cushion, though, to say, hey, we hired a firm. This was the best decision that a collective mind of professionals came up with. That way he can deflect and say, because if he puts it on himself and a team of internal people, then people point to them when he's a terrible coach.
I mean, just imagine
I
how
think
much
that's
money
worse,
he's going to make
personally.
on these coaching searches in college football where either your coach might get poached, so you better extend the crap out of him. He gets more money from that, or they have to pay a fat buyout and he gets some of that too. So, he's just, he might be the richest man already.
Jimmy Sexton is.
Who loves money more, Danny White or Jimmy
I
Sexton? I don't think it's
disagree
close.
with your
It's
public
Jimmy.
enemy number one. Mine's Jimmy Sexton. That's who I'm going to war with.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Jimmy Sexton has a poisonous cancer to college athletics. He's ruined it.
Yep.
He is the nameless face behind every dirty transaction in this business. He doesn't get enough credit for what he's done.
I will say this also about Danny White. I think the athletic program is great right now. I think there was three coaches on campus that were already kind of rolling when he got here, and that's softball, basketball, and baseball.
I don't disagree with that. I think that should be stated as a kind of precursor.
Mm-hmm.
I do think success in a business like college athletics is very much I think anything, but it's harder to pinpoint because there is this pyramid of Danny White, the athletic department, the people assigned to this program, blah, blah, blah. But I do think it's a top to bottom. The support matters at the top very much so. It does matter, I think.
Yeah.
And that's not exclusive. I mean, it's not exclusive to Danny White, but I think it is a testament to his internal organization, how it's run.
Yeah.
But I also think this is a stain on them. And in my mind, this should be a self-reflection moment for Danny and his internal team on what they could have done better. And I don't know if it is.
Or like, hey, like no matter what you do, no matter how much you win, I mean, that guy on the wall holding up that national championship trophy, he will never be liked as much as him. It doesn't matter what he does. Like, that's just fact. Just where you are in your profession, you will never be Tony Vitello. The fans will throw you in the river over Tony Vitello.
Which part of it is like, that's kind of part of your job though, too, to like take some of the heat off of, but you also have to be a face at these things if you're going to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
For how likable he wants to be, though, I guess, like in terms of, I mean,
why is he on social media? He needs to text a buddy. Like that's what he needs to do.
That made me blank on my next question about Mr. White.
Can't come to you.
I'll try.
Again, in terms of like, I'm not a personality trait guy. I obviously don't know Danny White personally, but again, they obviously kind of butted heads in the sense of we're both kind of this just personality ego kind of thing. And for someone like Danny White that wants to be that, kind of missing the big gap that like a lot of the people gripe with him about. And again, I'm under the firm belief that he thinks if you just go perform enough, that no matter how you act or no matter what you do, people praise you, which fair. I guess that's, I mean, look, if Tennessee goes and, you know, you win the national championship in baseball, if you get the football program consistently back to playoff contenders, if you get the basketball team to multiple deep runs in the tournaments, like obviously Tennessee fans are always going to want more and more and more. There is, I mean, like there's a gap where like you can't pin it all on future success, like how bad you want to be in those spots, all on him.
Yeah, well, and I think too, again, going back, I hate to like continually give him credit because I do think he screwed up this one situation we're talking about. Pretty, like he just handled it poorly. I think he miscalculated it, but he has ushered in this new unprecedented era of college athletics. He has helped usher Tennessee into that, where I think Tennessee is in a good spot for rev share, for NIL, and for what the future of these sports holds. I think he has done a good job. I think he miscalculated this situation. I don't think he understood it's not what baseball necessarily means to Tennessee fans. It's what Tony Vitello means to Tennessee fans. Austin Price kind of hit the nail on the head in like his community engagement this week with sharing. He had a bunch of people sharing pictures because he shared a picture. It's like that. There's not another coach in Knoxville that's like that. The closest thing's probably Rick Barnes, who's in the community a decent amount. And it's nowhere near the level Tony Vitello was. Like he didn't have these, yes, that's not personal relationships, but personal connections with people that Tony has. And I think that's where he might have miscalculated how important this situation was to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think he was a spirit animal for the fans. Like, I mean, they just
the mascot. Are you saying Tony Vitello is a mascot?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, just like we talk about his antics. I mean, I
love that word.
He loved the community of just like the baseball stadium. Like, I mean, he got in arguments about the whole like behind home plate, like the student section. He wanted them to be behind first base. Like he wanted that kind of stuff to just be like right there and to be like the competitive advantage. Like that's how competitive he was. He was thinking about the stands and how like people were seated so it could maybe help his baseball team out.
He's going to hate the pros where it's like the new like club seats are behind they have those like walkout club seats now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Danny White, if he could turn every seat in Neyland into a box seat or a club seat, he would.
If he thinks the Vandy Whistler is bad, wait till he looks up on a random Tuesday night and sees the Marlins man sitting behind home plate.
Isn't there a Giants guy that heckles people in the outfield?
I'm sure they all have.
I think every team has that 45
except for the
guy
Yankees.
For way too much time on his hands. They have a collection of them.
No, the Yankees are just annoying dudes who think they're cool.
Exactly. That's a collection of the entire fan base.
Hey, Aaron. Shut up.
That really is the most.
Someone should punch that guy in the face. He also gets mad when other people try to do his thing.
Oh, that guy is the most probably top
he's
five.
Dead serious.
Now that, well, never mind. I won't speak on the dead, but he's probably top 5 pathetic people I've ever seen in my entire life. Do something like he's, and again, for Yankees fan, they probably like love him. I don't know. I don't know enough evil people that are Yankees fans to ask about it.
I'm a big cheer. I love a good defense chant. I'll never turn around and be like, guys, we're doing defense chant. Guys. I hate when people are like, it's third down. Get up. It's third down. Get up. Come on. It's third down.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Thanks,
why don't you just cheer as loud as you can, and I'll do my thing. I'm probably cheering louder than you are, guy. So if that guy turned to me and was like, oh, let's do a Yankees roll call.
To your point, though, just yeah, it was tangent. We could tell you we can go on this for hours. I think a lot of it is overreaction to this one instance, and I think they do need to be separated because Danny White obviously has done a lot for the university and has us on a good track. That's why I think no one's technically calling for his job. I think it's just
except the guy.
Even he said, I'm not asking to fire him. You're asking for him to take some responsibility.
All the tweets are like at Landon or, who are you going to hire? It's so funny. There's not as AD shortlist anywhere, by the way.
I love that people are like, do you want to go to Fulmer and Pruitt days? And I'm like, when did I say that?
You can also,
I just don't want to go back to Serrano and
you just want to
Raleigh.
John Curry back.
I think it's healthy for an AD to be public enemy number one. I think you should at times hate your AD. Yeah. And he should eat it and be able to say, hey, guess what?
I'm going to make more money off you.
Again, but yeah, this one instance, clearly there was, and I don't know really from here what you, other than hiring the right person, going and kind of
putting the situation,
you're never going to be right where you were, but picking up where you left off as close as possible. But I think there does need to be, once things calm down, some sort of addressment about it, just to kind of clear, like right before the baseball season, if they can just clear the air, say, here's the situation, here's who we got, everybody shut up, we got a season to go, we got to go to Omaha.
Yeah.
And I think Vols fans are going to probably, this will calm down, and I think there will be back to the normal Danny White griping.
Hey, if you go win by 3 scores in Kentucky, like if you had beat Alabama, I think people would have been at the airport sending Tony Vitello off, like whatever, like see you, brother.
That's another thing. I don't think this could have came at like a worse time.
No. Tony Vitello, I am disappointed. I really appreciate your humor. Why did you not just write C on that ball and be done with it? That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Been like, hey, I'll comp you 2 tickets at the season opener for the Giants.
I mean, that's something else, and I don't know if we'll ever get a true answer on it, but it seems if what we're hearing is correct, what has been put out there is correct, like he didn't have a decision until yesterday.
Right.
Yeah, he saw your face at the stadium and was like, I'm out of here. That's public enemy number 1. I can't have this guy.
But I'm sure that meant a ton to him. He loved this fan base. And he loved this university. I think Rick Barnes came out and said some nice words about Tony Vitello. I mean, what he built, he built from nothing. This program was shit. The stadium was crap. And what was funny is like, as you're trying to as he's getting his, feet wet and everything, he won with less players. I mean, they didn't have the talent that they do now without Tony Vitello, and the facilities are some of the worst in the country, and he still won.
Yeah. And
that's why your AD's like, oh, this $109 million stadium. I'm like, well, you had to. Look what you had. I mean, everybody's like, we need to forget that money. Let's put it toward football. And I'm like, well,
I don't think there's an amount of money you could throw at football to fix what we need to fix right now in football.
Yeah. Is $109 million enough to buy a whole secondary? I don't think so.
I would be interested in finding out. Should we just put like a stop work order on the stadium for now?
Well, yeah, right now they're just building the box seats that no one will be able to afford anyway. So, we can just put a stop on
they'll
that.
Be bought out by businesses that, again, money's made up and it's fictional, and they'll never fill those, but they'll be bought and paid for.
Yeah, but at least they'll be behind glass, so you won't be able to really tell how many.
They won't have to breathe the same air as us poors.
Yeah, how many people are in there.
Yeah.
We've seen enough money to get the injections, whatever Patrick Mahomes got at halftime in the Super Bowl. Take that straight to Jermon McCoy and Ricky Gibson. Inject them.
Teradol? What's it called?
Horse tranquilizer. I don't know. Something. Just get it in there.
Toradol?
That, is it?
We've hit smelling salts. Should we do Toradol shots and see how those?
Who's the guy on Varsity Blues? Billy Bob?
Billy Bob?
Yeah, they shoot him up with whatever that was.
No, I think they just doesn't he just use smelling salts? They shoot up the guy that's supposed to be Boobie Miles in his knee with Toradol.
I thought they were gonna do what's his name too, and he like had a bad reaction to it, didn't he?
And you did allude to
I
this.
don't know what happened to my smelling salts.
You did allude to this. Trying to go win by 3 scores in Lexington, and we'll get to that. That's going to be. Don't feel good about that one.
You can't. It wouldn't be Tennessee Kentucky week if we felt good about it. So doesn't help that this all happened at the same time. We will talk Tennessee football on the other side of this break. Stick with us. It's More Important Issues on Fan Run Radio. Welcome back into the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. It is more important issues on Fan Run Radio. All right. We carried that on long enough. The only message you need from the last segment, Danny White is public enemy number one, courtesy of Landon Raby. Please send all your thoughts, good or bad, to Landon's email or hear his phone number. Grab a pen, 865. You can send all those messages to him. He'll gladly field them.
While you're doing that, please go check out VIP Play too. VIP Play is the best sports gambling app on the market. You can only do it in the state of Tennessee. They got tons of profit boost, and right now, bet just $20, get $100 in bonus bets with promo code MORETN. Again, MORETN. Bet just $20, get $100 in bonus bets. Gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. You must be 21 and over, and again, located in Tennessee to bet. Go get treated like a VIP at VIP Play today.
Is there a Vols playoff future on there, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Probably pretty good value, just saying. I wouldn't touch it.
There's a 17%
I would not touch
chance right now.
Yeah. If we win out, what are we going to be like last year? Are we going to need some other people to?
No, if you're 10-2, you're in this year.
I agree. Personally, we have to jump into the eyes of the playoff committee.
I think if you're 10-2, it works itself out.
You had a worse loss last year though than either of the two you have currently right now.
I think it's more spread out this year, though. I think the way the SEC is playing, which may play to your favor, the fact that the two teams you would have lost to if you go 10-2 will, at this point, are top five. I
think they'll be.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, they'll still definitely be high tier or top tier.
It's kind of going to be like Illinois at the end when their two losses are, and it was blowouts, but your only two losses was Indiana and Ohio State. They probably end up getting in too.
I know y'all talked about it, but I just can't stop thinking about if that play before halftime. I mean, you would have had the energy, and
all right, Joey.
You can. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to make it negative, but because you can at least make the argument. Hey, did you watch that Georgia game? Hey, did you watch that Bama game? Tennessee fell to the wrong side of that both times, but you want to see a hell of a game for ratings and money and just overall good ass TV and football to watch. You put the Vols in the playoff.
Yeah. We talk about this coming down to the wire, this one-score game that's going to occur in Lexington Saturday night. I just saw Kentucky, that line has shifted 2 points. They're only 8.5-point dogs now. There's money on the Cats.
I hate it. But I love it at the same time.
It can be a close game. Just win. I mean, at this point, like with college football in general, you just got to win every week.
When will Josh Heupel put on a respectable road performance?
I mean, I wish he would too, especially against this Kentucky team that's absolutely horrendous. But
Oklahoma doesn't count last year anymore.
Does Missouri count in 2021?
No. And I also don't think that was at night. Wasn't that like noon?
Okay. Are we just talking about it now?
That was the tweet that I replied to.
Okay.
That for people to be happy, you have to beat Georgia or Alabama, which I get. I want to beat them, so we have to be elite. But that shouldn't be how every measure of success is put up against.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you measure eliteness. And yeah, Tennessee's not elite. You're just figuring that out now. Have you watched this defense? Have you watched this offense go just dark for 2 quarters? And you're just now finding out they're not elite? That's on you, buddy. That's on you. But yeah, Tennessee will head on into Kroger Field. They will carry the fight to our good friends of South Appalachia, Food City. They'll carry the fight to Kroger Field. 7. Is that a 7 on the dot? 7:45. Ooh, even later. I might be able to hit Boo at the Zoo. Look at that.
General nightcap in for the game.
Yeah. 7:45 kick. And yeah, that's just, I mean, I can smell the 3-point victory in the air. And it's not going to be a fun one, guys.
How many people realistically are in the stadium? How many is old? 60? Might half that. I mean, I don't know if I don't know what else is going on.
I bet they hold 60 at least.
I don't know what's going on in Lexington on a Saturday in mid-October, late October.
They have the Texas attendance for that game at 60,937.
It holds 61,000.
I think it'll probably be close to a sold out crowd. Because here's the thing: you talk about playoffs. If Kentucky wins this game, it doesn't really mean much for their season. But right before they jump into basketball season, they get to wave goodbye to Tennessee's playoff hopes. That's a great way to end their season in the eyes of their fans.
We get 3 more of those games.
Davis Wade holds more than Kroger Field.
Wow.
Kroger Field, can I hot take maybe? The new Vanderbilt upgrades look sweet. Now, their east and west side still looks terrible, but their end zones look sweet. And I say that to say I think Kroger Field is the least visually appealing stadium on planet Earth.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably not really a close second. I mean,
this place, the only pictures they have is it at night because I feel like them and LSU get so many night games.
Why does Kentucky get so many?
we
night
did
games?
this,
I have
didn't
no
we?
clue.
It was like,
Yeah.
was that Kentucky was involved in that?
Yeah, they were
Kentucky
second,
was in
weren't
there. Yeah, they're
That's
second.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, this Kentucky team's just flat out not good.
They're horrible.
The most their offense has scored is 48 against Eastern Michigan.
After that, it's 24.
Yeah, they kept it tight with Ole Miss, but they, for some reason, that Bob Stoops just had that's Lane Kiffin's kryptonite. And the fact they couldn't get a win at home, that's on them. Not a night game, I would add, by the way.
Yeah. I think you need to get off the mat in this one. You need to be pissed off because, Joey brought it up, and so he was the first one to bring it up, so don't get mad at me.
No, don't spin zone this. Also, no, never mind.
You should be pissed off at that Alabama game because it wasn't really what Alabama did. Is you kind of beat yourself.
Yeah.
Story of our lives.
So you need to go out here and just beat the brakes off Kentucky.
You can't beat yourself for 2.5 quarters and expect to win this game like you did against Alabama.
Yeah, and every time we go up there, it seems to be close. They just kind of get you in the mud, and it's just an ugly football game. I just think with Tennessee's offense, they should just be able to score more than Kentucky. Kentucky probably gets some points, but they also have the thing with Tennessee's defense is they give up third downs, usually like passing the ball, and I don't think Cutter Boley is a really good runner, so I don't know if
Cutter Boley is not a really good runner.
Yeah.
So they have a good run game because of a running back, but it's also not an elite run game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nobody on this team. They're not dynamic at all on offense. They don't have anybody in the receiving core that's over 200 yards. Not a single person. That's crazy to me. This is just a flat out bad Kentucky team. You should just be able to execute, not turn the football over, not do stupid mistakes to cost your team points, and get out of here with a 2-score win for sure.
This should be a very straightforward game. We know that won't occur, but it should be. Tennessee's not been very effective against the run, so I expect some sustained Kentucky drives. But I also don't think a lot of, let's say there's 6 sustained Kentucky drives. I don't think many, if any, should end in touchdowns. They do that bend, don't break crap. And I think it's easier to do against a team that's just run heavy. So I think that lends some aid to Tennessee's defense. There's just zero passing game. You mentioned there's zero dynamic offensive flow to them. And so you should be, what it should be is you get off running and you never slow down. If Josh Heupel wants to practice not taking his foot off the brake or off the gas, it's this game. Like, get on the gas and don't ever let off. You need to go win a big game and get some of that, those antics back in you. Like, get a little feel to it. Get a little swagger. Get a little confidence in your
Get a
unit.
little Tony Vitello.
This should be our Rip Tony Vitello game where we just go offensive mayhem. They don't have a mercy rule in football. They will after this game. Like, that should be the mentality.
Yeah.
This should be like a midweek in Lindsey Nelson.
This should be where
It'll
should
feel
be
like one.
definitely in 2021 against Missouri, where you just score at will.
Yeah.
And you have offensive linemen running down the field, with their bellies out, just celebrating.
If Tennessee ever gets the chance to play Missouri again, I need Josh Heupel to know that I will go buy him one of those little camp chairs that he can carry with him to give Eli Drinkowitz a break from standing so much after the game, after he beats his brains in, because we got to beat him this time.
Well, I mean, he'll be at Florida, right? So
Sure.
Okay, well, we'll never win again. I'm so glad they fired him before our game. If he was a coach or as an interim, I think we'd be in trouble.
Oh, you mean like right up before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a chance.
I think we're in trouble no matter what. I hate to break it to you.
I think you could get some Sunbelt Billy magic if he was kind of living on a prayer. So I think we needed it to happen when it happened. Not that I think we really have a chance, but if we were to have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to Cool Springs. Cool Springs? High Springs.
High Springs.
What if we get totally off topic, Tony at the Oklahoma game? I mean,
he comes back out pumping the crowd up.
No, he's going to be watching Nico or something.
Oh God! If I ever see that, I'm just going to have to.
To be fair, they're still like 5 hours apart.
Yeah, it's true.
Same state, but not really.
It is going to be sick to see him and Drew Gilbert in a box at San Francisco
At Levi?
49ers game, yeah, and watch Juwan Jennings score touchdowns. That's going to be pretty sick.
Must be nice.
How do you feel about him not saying goodbye? A lot of people are upset about it.
I think he will in due time.
I think he should have. I still think he should have pulled the all-time comedic move. I'm sorry. I think it would have been hilarious if he had just come out to you guys in the outfit and been like, "This is all a waste of time." As we speak, I'm showering and getting on a private jet to San Francisco International. What would you have done? Would you have booed him, thrown a tomato?
No, I would have booed Ross Kivett.
The least he can do is offer a little bit of a feeder system to the Giants and say, hey, for the recruits that we have right now, I'll offer you guys at least a chance for the Giants to come see you, which, I mean, they're all talented enough that they don't have to worry about that, but just to incentivize anybody to stay.
He should have to however the slots fall to him in the upcoming drafts, any Tennessee player that's slotted there, he should have to skip out on to try to lower their slot value.
No, because then they just drop to the next pick, and then
but
we lose.
Maybe it's less money. Maybe they go
Uh.
full. What's the draft day guy? Bo Callahan. They're like, what's wrong with Bo? Tell me what's wrong with Bo Callahan, Tony. He just
Billy Bean.
pummel. He just drops.
Damn it, we're talking about Tony again, dude.
Yeah.
All roads go back to Tony Vitello.
I do think it is crazy that Kentucky almost pulled off a win over Texas, and they're getting credit for that. And I think that's where this line comes in a little bit. Well, they almost beat Texas. It was in overtime. Guys, that Texas team is horrible.
I think after watching our performance at Alabama, we are a little unfairly, but a little fairly getting compared to the likes of Texas.
Ugh.
It's hard to watch that Alabama performance and feel any kind of confidence in Tennessee. So that's why I say unfairly and a little fairly. Listen, if you want to do score predictions, I'll tell you right now, Tennessee's winning 23-20 is where I'm leaning. Because that Texas defense is a lot better than Tennessee's.
What score?
23-20.
Oh, God. If it's 23-20, I'm going to.
Buddy, I have you watched Tennessee play in Lexington?
Yeah.
Landon, remember 2019?
Yeah, it was so sick.
Remember 2021?
Was 2019 that goal line stance?
Yeah.
That was sick.
2021?
2021 was that was a close game.
2021 is when
Will Levis almost willed them to victory. Yeah.
No, that was 2023, right? No, 2023 was
before that.
2021 was
Benny
Will Levis.
2023 was Benny Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Benny Rodriguez.
Yeah. 2019 was
The goal line stand.
Yeah.
And we were in the stadium for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awful. It was miserable and ugly and terrible.
You know, it was worse. 2017, we threw that long pass to Jeff George, and he wasn't tall enough to stretch it across the goal line, even though he was 6'7".
We also had a player ejected because Kentucky tried to fight us.
Caleb got it out. Do you just want to get the score predictions out now and just?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else to say about this game other than Tennessee
really
should take
not.
care of business. Like they're not good.
You don't even want to honor Kentucky the right of a preview almost. Just
I do think you need to continue to feed Deshaun Bishop. I mean, he's on a hot streak right now. I want to see him.
But you got to
continue.
find a way to get it to Chris Brazzell. You have this, like especially this game. You need to
Oh,
find a
yeah.
way to get to Chris Brazzell. You have
100%.
not been able to find a way to get to Chris Brazzell. You have to.
Yeah, and I think Joey, like this is a get right game for him. Hopefully, he hasn't lost a ton of confidence. I know that's a backbreaker, some of the mistakes he made against Alabama, but he needs to have a get right game in this rivalry against Kentucky.
Caleb.
You all let me call him Benny Rodriguez, like Benny the Jet Rodriguez. It's Chris Rodriguez,
Okay.
which makes sense because
Well, they had Benny Snell.
that's it.
That's okay. Is that the okay? I was going to ask who the
I just thought you
back
gave
was-
him like a
well,
like
Benny,
a celebrity lover's
Mashup.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess Will Levis's stat line in 2021.
He threw for a lot of yards.
A lot.
four. That's
Not that
aggressive.
many.
Okay.
310.
372.
Damn.
Chris Rodriguez.
Wasn't that far off.
Chris Rodriguez's stat line.
I bet he rushed for, let's say,
100.
65 yards.
22 rushes, 109 yards.
Dang.
They also had Cavassier Smoke. Cavassier Smoke.
Sick name.
This is a sick name. And God, that 2021 team was loaded. How did Bob Stoops not beat us? They had a Wendell Robinson too. He had 166 yards.
Mark,
I mean,
Mark.
I don't know. If,
Wandale Robinson.
sorry, Wandell Robinson. He had 13 receptions. I don't think we covered him all night.
Yeah.
How do you get open 13 times?
I still think their best player in maybe Kentucky history, besides like Tim Couch, is probably Lynn Bowden Jr.
Oh, I don't think. I think it's probably in front of Tim Couch.
Would Kentucky benefit from just liquidating their football team and just pouring it into basketball?
No.
I think some of their fans are already to that point
Well,
where, yes, they definitely want to right now.
Exactly.
But
Might
they
as well do it
kind
and
of
just have-
already are, right?
There's tens
Pretty
of millions
much
of
because they're
dollars
not
to pour.
willing to fire Mark Stoops because he's a $40 million buyout.
The buyouts in college football, by the way, are getting out of hand. Like we're at a point where
That's not what Jimmy Sexton thinks.
yeah, the devil always has a different.
I'm
kind
pretty
of,
sure that's.
mindset.
I'm pretty sure that's Mark Stoops' agent. Pretty certain.
I mean, if you're a known, if you're in the SEC, you definitely have. Jimmy
He was
Sexton.
Billy Napier. Nice paycheck from him. Oh,
I mean, what is Hugh Freeze? What Hugh Freeze payout is set.
It is Jimmy Sexton.
Oh my God.
Public enemy number one.
2. For
No.
now. For now. For now.
No, he's
Give it
number
a
one
week.
on my list.
Give it a week.
He's
Okay,
number
well.
one on my list. He's been on my list for a while. I think I don't know how much Reggie White hired him. I love Reggie White. We should all love Reggie White. We all should love Reggie White. He has created this monster. He hired him in a hotel room at a bowl game to be his agent. And now we're here.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
We should get some kind of friends and family discount with these coaches and these buyouts. This is insane. He was Butch Jones' agent.
Were you surprised that Joey wasn't on the injury report?
No. I mean, the whole keep your cup on Tennessee fan, yes, but not really. I mean, he
Okay.
continued playing, so
Yeah.
I would have been surprised if he was, I think, but we haven't, not that we would hear anything, but I mean, even back channels, I haven't heard a thing,
Which
which I guess
he kept going in the tent, and I'm like, Aaron Carter's now questionable, and he played the entire game too. Which apparently
That's a
he
good
has
point.
turf toe on both his big toes. Good God.
cancels out.
yeah, the balance is fine.
Stay on
now.
the outward half of the feet.
I think
You
that's
get
the
4
thing
toes.
But he was probable going to the end of the Alabama game. He was already on the injury report.
Was he?
I thought so. Am I making that up?
Yeah, I don't think
I
he
don't
was.
think
Who was
Hmm.
probable?
On the defense? I don't.
I don't really know.
I mean, I thought you even tweeted out like Aaron Carter is playing versus Alabama. Am I? Maybe it was a Sean Bishop. That's probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I mean, because I knew we were shaking on him, and he ended up seemingly fine on the report, off the report.
Yeah, go beat this team. I mean, their defense is bad too. Their defense is 13th in the SEC in passing and 11th in rushing. And I think that's the best part of this team is their defense. And they're horrible. So please just go take care of business. Joey, you want to give your score prediction?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't want to. I'm going to go 31-24 Vols, but I do think it's a one-score game throughout the fourth quarter. Gonna feel a little hairy, a little fuzzy. I don't want it to be that way. Obviously, I think everyone's gunning for 3-score game going into the final 15 minutes. But I don't know. I just between the history there and I think it's a overreaction to the Bama game, which Bama is clearly one of the best teams in the country. If some may argue, other than Ohio State, maybe the best team. I don't know if people are gunning for that, but yeah, 31-24. I just feel like it's going to be another close one.
I hope they don't score 24. That'll hurt. I didn't like saying 20.
I mean, I won't put it past.
Yeah, I agree.
The defense. That again, I'm not really overreacting to the defense from the Bama game. Y'all covered it last episode. It wasn't really I don't have a reason to worry about our defense against Kentucky after seeing Bama more than I was already worried about the defense, earlier in the season and so forth. But I don't know. I just think the trend right now seems to be really close games that you don't want to be in, but you find a way to win, and that's probably rinse and repeat.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, I got to be right about a prediction against a team we should beat by a lot more. So I'm going to be 34-17.
Please.
I like how we're playing 2 road games in a row, and someone responded because I was like, I don't think I've seen the jersey announcement. Someone responded to our all whites, and they said, ain't no way we're wearing the same outfit 2 weeks in a row. Someone was like, I don't know if you know how road games work.
Someone said, why are we wearing the smoky grays? I was like, yeah, let's pop those out in Kroger Field.
First off, if you know anything about Kentucky, they're wearing gray or black for this game.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Which, to be fair, I guess.
And we'll do them for New Mexico State anyway. Are we blackout for Oklahoma? Or are they just play a football game?
They probably do.
I would assume they would. I mean, it's the day after.
I mean, are we even going to get a home game or a night game?
No.
Depending on how Oklahoma plays. They play Ole Miss this week?
Yeah.
So they have to beat Ole Miss to probably get that night game, right?
But our premier slot is the 3:30 slot or 4 o'clock slot. So that's where we'll move to if they play. We need them to play bad. We need this to be the forgotten 7:30 game.
I think
Is that how Kentucky always gets a night game?
Yes.
They're like
you have to have one bad game in every hour, and so we got to pine for that bad slot.
I think Oklahoma really needs to be a night game. We haven't had to try we need to get some Neyland juice back. As much as it sucks hanging out that late, and
no, man, it's just a social event now.
Right.
No one cares about making it a football game anymore. Football doesn't exist. Is it the dead internet theory? Explain to me. Do you know the dead internet theory?
Elaborate, please.
Huh?
I don't.
Oh, I don't either.
Fill me.
I was hoping I could tie this into the dead internet theory. It's the dead football theory. Football doesn't exist anymore. Only like social events exist, and at some social events they play football games.
Is that like the theory that we all died during COVID, or
probably? Yeah.
And we're just living in.
This is the post Harambe world.
Oh God, dude.
We're all living without Harambe, and now we don't even have football anymore. I just want to watch football. I don't know what's so complicated about that.
Have we won a game since Sister Jean died? Because if that's our issue, I'm gonna have a serious problem.
If I found out Jesus is up there bowing down to Sister Jean, first off, you would think we should be undefeated if Tim Tebow got to be undefeated. Have you seen all the TikToks? People are like, look at this team. They love Jesus every week. Like it's a new event.
Us?
Yeah. When
UCLA fans are claiming they're undefeated
go and pray.
Too. Well, I do.
Wait, what'd you say?
UCLA fans are claiming they're undefeated. They said they got a new
smart.
season after their.
That's actually really
we
smart.
would be saying the same. Asterisks 2-0.
I agree. Kind of like Auburn. They've only lost one game. Ken Williamson is apparently no longer a referee. That's what that one outlet's reporting. He's been permanently suspended, which I think if you're suspended, that takes the permanent thing off of it. I think you're just gone. You're fired.
Can Penn State finish the season born again 500?
Born again.
He's just
Can they go
suspended
3-3?
for the remainder of the season.
So why are they using the term permanent suspension? Because those two words don't make sense together.
Okay.
By the way,
I didn't see that. I didn't see where
Okay.
it was permanent.
that's good. Every time I see Ken Williamson on, I know it's going to be a terrible, terrible game. So that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know the Sister Jean record. Have to look that up. But yeah, if she's colluding against us in the afterlife, that's going to piss me off.
I know she is.
I already don't like her. That's really going to piss me off.
Telling you something's fishy with it.
Someone in our inner circle is going to have to take the fall and
Who can we trade?
go head to
if we
head
need
with her.
to? We'll take Sister Jean back for.
I'll
We
do
gotta
it.
give them.
I'll do it. I'm over the sinus infection. I'll take the fall.
You're already halfway there with a sinus infection.
Yeah.
Sister Jean takes over as AD. We give him Danny White.
She probably would have at least had 2 conversations with Tony.
Can I go? Or
Sure.
is that not an option? I'll go head to head with Sister Jean. I can win that fight.
Dude, she'd rock your world.
She's got a fresh set of legs, dude, and wings. She's a quadriplegic.
Yeah,
or
well, she's
what
no
is it?
saint. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, low man wins, Caleb.
Go for the wheelchair.
buddy. I'm the next Jason Street.
Got some questions.
Friday Night Lights is insane, by the way. I started watching that again. It's insane.
Oh,
Doesn't
Tim,
really
like
make
the TV
sense.
show?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Tim Riggins.
alcoholic.
Yeah, being an alcoholic as like a 16-year-old is
also,
crazy.
I also love that he's living with his brother, and his brother, who's older and is his guardian, is like making fun of him for being sober.
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, look at this new sober guy."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a big criticism coming from you.
It's like there's no reason why Tim Riggins and Matt Saracen are like the same age.
He's best friends with Jason Street. He's like 3 years younger.
Yeah. I know.
His little brother.
Like, how are you still in school?
Right. Yeah. Jason Street was apparently on a full ride to Notre Dame as a sophomore.
Such a good show, though.
I love it. I love Landry.
Oh, yeah.
Landry probably has the biggest TV globe of all time.
Oh, yeah. He popped off after that.
He also somehow becomes a kicker at East Dillon. That really makes sense.
Yeah. Got some questions. First, we're going to go back to baseball a little bit. Who is one coach you'd like to see if it's not Elander?
Give me Kurt Schilling. 0 experience in college baseball. Has never recruited a guy. He's already blocking people on Twitter. Give me Kurt Schilling.
I love that somebody how much did Buster only get paid to just like, hey, just throw my name out there?
The fact that Kurt Schilling was like, yeah, put my name in the hat. It shows how stupid he is and why he shouldn't be considered for the job.
Yeah, if we got him, he'd end up with Bohannon from Alabama, wherever he's at right now.
Landon, where do you fall on the head coach? I mean, you're like top 50.
I'm top 50.
You got enough, hey, you got enough guys over there that like you. You can rally the troops.
I hate to tell you, the guy hiring would not hire Landon.
Yeah. I'm blacklisted.
But
But if I wasn't,
Would you keep Ross Kivett on staff?
we'll see how he interviews.
Send him. Your first job. You're sending him to Mississippi to recruit.
That's another thing.
Week-long
We're like,
Mississippi trip.
we're gonna make it's whatever. It's fine. We're gonna make Frank Anderson the interim because I want Josh Elander to focus on his candidacy. That just
he's like,
I was
I'm
like-
right here,
yeah. I'm like, what?
kind of just hanging out like in the facilities and stuff.
I do feel like that probably. I don't know. The explanation doesn't make sense,
Yeah,
but I feel like it probably does mean there is serious consideration for him.
yeah. Well, at first I was like, I mean, I want him to focus on his interviews and stuff like that. And first I was like, I mean,
What did you have to interview for?
that's a good point. Thank you. I think it also goes back to the point
I think
where
you got to interview.
he has no relate. He didn't even know who Josh Elander was until a couple weeks ago.
I think you do have to interview him.
Sure, but yeah, it is like funny how that just like came about where he was like, I wanted to focus on that.
I feel like you could have been like Frank Anderson's been a head coach. He's kind of he's a big point of contact in the organization, so we wanted to use him as the interim.
It just made it feel like he needed to study for this opportunity he might get.
I also think like PR wise, it would have been if the narrative is that Tony took his time and wasn't really certain. If you just came out and said that Elander was, going to be the coach, it was like, how long have you actually known that Tony wasn't going to? And you still didn't reach out, but
There's a lot of ums, and that's coming from a guy who ums a lot.
I feel like there could have been a better explanation to that, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But poor explanation.
Coach wise, I think
O'Sullivan. He's taking time off. Is his time off include a trip to Knoxville for an interview?
Maybe. I mean, I thought I know him and Tony are boys, so I was like, man, is he just he's real upset about this?
Yeah, he is. Tore him up.
I don't know. There's nobody that I've seen. I've seen the hot boards. I think Ryan Shumpert put one out. There's none that I've seen that I'm just like, man, that would be a great hire.
I think you should just try to get Schlossnagel for the comedic factor of him potentially jumping ship again for a bigger check.
Yeah.
I'm all about the funny stuff, so just offer him $4 million to see if you can get him away from Texas.
I just think there's nobody, and like you said, it's probably going to be tough to get somebody away from a really good job at this point.
But Schlossnagel will do anything for $1.
Sure. But I just don't. None of those guys on that list, I was like, man, that's going to be a solid hire. Like the Oregon guy, he's never been to the College World Series.
We're talking about cost of living. It's cheaper to live in Knoxville than Austin.
Barely.
No, Austin.
We're losing it quick.
Yeah.
I don't even know anybody on the list. I don't.
I
mean,
I'm not up to date on
Eastern
guys.
Carolina coach was on there.
I saw that. That's an interesting one.
The Coastal one, but he just got they just signed him to an extension.
Danny Dimes will pay
I
that
was saying, that
buyout.
doesn't
Especially
mean
if Jimmy
anything.
Sexton's involved, he'll pay
Oh,
that
yeah.
buyout.
I don't know. I just think it's an easy
We should go get
toss
somebody
up
from the
to
majors.
do Elander.
Agreed. If it's not, do you aim more towards qualification purposes? Okay, clearly you go to take that role, you got to go qualifications. But do you try to go a little personality? Not that there's anything in college baseball resembling Tony V, but do you even
Who's
try
the-
to find an angle at that? Or is
Who's
it
that
a
big
sour
donkey
taste?
guy?
Kenny Powers?
Adjacent. What's his
I
name?
think Mike Backage from Clemson, I would make him tell me no.
How many timeouts does he have left in his career?
Who, Kirby Smart?
No. Backage. Backage.
I don't know.
He used a bunch in that Tennessee Clemson regional.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't have any left, I don't know how he'd work out for us.
I think that would be a guy. I think it would be a splash hire. Again, you can't pass on Elander and go an assistant somewhere. That would be the dumbest thing.
Because then your reasoning has to be other than assistants wise. And what does Elander
Yeah.
have that some
Danny
other assistant
White
doesn't
or
have?
Josh Elander needs to just go into that interview and shit on Tony.
Probably your best bet.
Like, I would run this program a lot differently.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever you ask.
Kiss the ring, Elander. We need you to take one for the team. Kiss the ring.
I've seen the Oregon guy a ton. Again, he's been to Super Regional twice, and then he hosted a regional last year, was tied for first in the conference, and they got beat in their own regional. I'm just like, that doesn't really tickle my fancy. Again, I think it's sitting in a great spot right now where Tony Vitello left it. And I think it makes it attractive that, hey, we're willing to pay the most in college baseball. I just don't think the guy from Oregon does it for me.
Well, you got to earn it.
Yeah.
We're not just, I would say we're not just throwing out money, but inevitably.
If you want to compete with Arkansas, Florida, LSU year in and year out, you have to make a really good hire. And that's a dilemma we're in because it could have been because Danny White didn't try. Whatever. Another question, more likely Elander as coach or Tennessee makes the college football playoff?
Oh, I would hope it's Elander as the coach.
You hope that?
Well, yeah, you put me in a tough spot. I hope more likely than 17% is Elander as a coach is what I'm saying. Well, based on,
Sure.
whoever wants to put out percentages, but Yeah, I mean, I would hope Elander's got the bump more than whatever 100 minus 17 is A3. I like those odds.
47.
I like those odds better than us not winning out. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Caleb?
I'm with Joey. I hope it's Elander is the most likely, but
what if I said we made the playoffs, but you couldn't pick Elander?
Didn't even hear the question.
what'd you say?
I just said,
Is it more likely that we make a playoff or that it's Elander for the next head coach?
I hope it's more likely that it's Elander.
Okay.
Like that one.
I thought you were
makes
talking about the coach. You just hope it's Elander. Okay.
No, that it makes the most. That should be the highest odds.
Okay.
I would assume it is. There's at least a 50-50 chance that it's Elander, and we do not have a 50% chance of making the playoffs right now. So
What do
I think it
you
should be
think?
higher than 50 for Elander. That's
Like
why I think
we
it's
don't know the
the baseline.
percentage for like what do you think?
is higher. Elander.
Okay.
yeah,
I think the whole.
there's like a 90% chance.
I think
we
the
hire Elander.
whole coaching search. Personally,
formalities.
yes, I think it's all about the formalities of it.
Okay.
You know, they got to post it publicly for 15 days or whatever.
Procedural.
Well, Jimmy Sexton's got to get his. Hopefully, he has a lot of those coaches.
If Josh Elander wants his name in the hat, I hope he's already hired Jimmy Sexton.
Yeah, I saw where Link Jarrett got a extension today, so not going after him probably. So maybe that's the ripple in all of this. We're like, hey, we're going to put this out here that it's a national thing where teams have to just like pour a bunch of money to keep their guys so Tennessee doesn't try to steal them away. That would actually be a good. I just want that explanation.
Good angle.
Josh Elander's undefeated as Tennessee's head coach.
That's true. That should be his only. He's like, I'm
slaps the
undefeated,
paper down.
national
hard.
champion, undefeated.
It's a one sheet deal.
He should
Receipt.
Just his record.
A no card.
he should bring like a piece of paper for every home run that Tennessee has hit since he's been here.
Not at home though, because obviously juiced field, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Whoever it is has to be comfortable with playing on an unfair field.
Actually, he
and
should
be able
just
to
go in
travel.
there and make Danny White kiss his ring.
Okay. Do you think Danny White has a national championship ring?
Yeah, probably.
I would
His is
if I
probably
am.
bigger than everybody else's.
Is what?
His national championship ring.
Pause. Final prediction for Tennessee in the regular season.
9-3.
Yeah.
Who's
They're
the
going to
loss?
lose to Oklahoma or Florida.
Who's the loss?
Oklahoma or Florida.
I lean towards
Big-
Florida. I've penciled in
Not
Florida as a loss,
picking.
so that's my.
I answered your question.
You picked.
I answered your question.
You didn't.
I did. You said read the question again.
And then I had a follow up question that you did not answer.
I didn't.
What was the follow up?
You can't be this guy that's like I've
Florida
got,
or Oklahoma?
when you get called on, you don't. That's for one question. You don't get two questions. You can't be that guy that doubles up questions.
Well, what'd you say,
You're
Florida?
still
Did you say
talking.
we
You
lost to
should have just
Florida?
answered the question.
What
Did you say Florida?
I said 9-3 lost to Florida or Oklahoma.
Oh, but then he said Oklahoma or Florida, and you said Oklahoma or Florida.
Yeah.
I see what he's saying.
But
Pick one.
he's being that guy in the room where you go,
Hey,
this guy, you're up
All right, do
next,
this again.
and he dives in two questions. You're being Eric Kane. Eric Kane does this all the time. He's a master at it. Stop.
So say regular season prediction 9-3. Say it
9-3.
now. Ask.
No follow up. We're going to the next
Cool.
question.
I'm taking Florida.
Give me Jimmy Himes from Sports
Okay.
Animal. Let me hear your question. sir.
I think I'm with you on Florida too. I gotta see it to believe.
I think it's more likely Florida because it's an away game.
Yep.
You get the friendly confines of Neyland Stadium.
One
But
more-
Orange Bridges in Florida, maybe? Since we
maybe.
didn't see him this
Orange
week.
helmet. Let's just lean into it.
Run it back.
If we're not going to win, might as well just
Do we have? I don't think they're here anymore.
we can
They
find them.
burned him? They
I
didn't
think
sell
they
him?
painted over them.
No.
I think we can paint the back.
You got to get them recertified after that. They didn't do that.
They probably they probably sold them for like charity events.
Oh, I'm a charity. They could have given them to me.
We don't have one.
Do you want that helmet
Danny
though?
White has one.
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah,
I want it. I'll
Maybe
take him. If they don't want it, I'll take it.
I'd take it just to like have it and see what happens.
But now you want one.
well,
It's
no.
kind of a bad omen though.
if I take it, we start losing like consistently.
Tennessee's
yeah,
lost so many more games in white helmets than in orange.
Well, I'm just saying, like if something,
percentage.
let's say,
Probably pretty dang close.
I'm a percent guy.
let's
well,
say you like get the flu.
The
you're
last,
like,
the last
I mean,
away
it
game
could
they
be the
wore white helmet, and the last away game they wore the orange helmet. Same percentage.
True. 0-2
0-1.
each.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right,
No,
college
not
football.
0-2 each. We've only worn
No, I
them
know.
once.
0-1 each, 0-2
okay,
collectively.
okay,
Like
yeah.
there's no winning solution.
Yeah.
Gray helmet. Let's just go off color. Smoky gray helmet with all white.
Let's just go random. Like, let's make it look like a Pee Wee football game. Everyone has a different colored face mask. It's all white helmets. Some have a gray, some have white. There might even be a red in there somewhere.
All orange Pat Summit blue helmets.
Oh, that would get some people fired up. I've seen some crazy Lady Vol takes this week.
Yeah.
Do you want to apologize now, Landon?
I don't want to. No, I don't. I do not want to apologize.
You started that, though.
No, I did not. And here's another thing. I actually have like my name and profile picture on there. People just hiding behind freaking
Message
random
boards.
pictures of Neyland Stadium and message boards. Like that's insane. I mean, if you're gonna just be about it, stand on business like Eli Drinkwoods.
Haters make you famous.
How dare you have a job, Landon? How dare you?
Yeah, I know. Sorry, dude.
It's fine. I found their IP. I'm going to burn their house down.
Whoa. This is a parody.
Yeah, that wasn't a threat. That was a promise. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doubling down. I won't treble down.
All right, college football first game on Saturday at noon. Big noon kickoff. You have UCLA and Indiana, just like everybody wanted.
Landon still thinks Kirk Cignetti sucks.
What if? I mean, UCLA is undefeated right now. Battle the undefeateds.
It's a good point.
Is there any chance for UCLA?
No. Come on.
I don't think so either.
If UCLA wins this game, we have to like, unless Nico gets hurt and some backup does it, like you got to give him, we have to give him kind of his flowers for turning it around.
I kind of want to just pick UCLA just so Cignetti can prove me wrong just one more week.
Yeah, but after last year, like Cignetti's going to have like, sorry, these kind of games aren't going to do it for me.
Till he takes the Penn State job.
Dude, they just signed him to a huge deal. He ain't leaving.
But Caleb, wide out. Syracuse, Georgia Tech.
Kind of a stinker week.
How Ole Miss, Oklahoma be the noon game?
Get them back to their Big 12 days.
Oklahoma's a 5.5 point favorite.
That seems not accurate.
Yeah, 11 a.m. local time is crazy for that game. If it was Ole Miss, it'd be a night game, which is the crazy part.
That does seem crazy. I mean, are we hammering Ole Miss? Am I missing something here?
Sure.
I do love that we get another on-3 huge breaking. Ole Miss's starting quarterback is starting a football game this week.
Just a quarterback.
Yeah. Well, it's like Ole Miss will start Trinidad Chambliss. Yeah, he started for 5 straight weeks, and they're winning. What else are we doing here? All right. Virginia, North Carolina.
Stinker.
Yeah. South Florida, Memphis. This could be a playoff picture.
Yeah. I mean, this is might be is this the decider of which? I guess it could be more than just this game, but which non-Power 5 goes?
Also, could it be like a South Florida? If Alex Golesh beats Memphis, where Mike Norvell came from, does Florida State, that's in the state of Florida, is that where he might end up?
Where's Golish go?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying Golish to FSU?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I do love how Florida State backed their coach they're like, we are backing our 2025 football team and our coach for 2025.
Good for them.
Not forever, just for 2025. Alabama, South Carolina.
Peace, Shane.
Nothing would hurt me more.
He's getting the hot seat talk.
Does he just take the Virginia job?
He should. Virginia Tech, he should.
Or Virginia Tech, yeah, sorry.
He should.
I think so too. Missouri, Vandy.
I have to take Vandy 2.5. I don't know why they keep proving me wrong. I'm going to lean in on them this week, hoping that nature plays its course. And
I feel like they're going to prove you wrong by betting on them. So
We kind of need them to keep
That's what I'm saying,
winning.
right?
though.
yeah.
saying 2.5.
They're playing the 2023 Tennessee State champion. So that's big time.
We kind of need them to keep winning.
I don't want to see them
Missouri or
that last
Vanderbilt?
week anyway.
Vanderbilt.
Oh, well, that's going to be tough to do because, like I said,
Or
2023
you saying
state
just
champion
to help the Vols in the
playoff situation.
right?
Yeah.
Gives you another notch under your belt of a good team that you.
Because Tennessee needs a good win. We have 0 good wins.
Sure. We also have to win that game, though.
Yeah. BYU, Iowa State. So are we all going Vanderbilt
Yeah,
in that game?
unfortunately.
I think they probably win, yeah.
It is college game day. I feel like that is maybe a bad omen.
Yeah, maybe it's a little too much. Little
First-
too much for them.
First time
Well,
in 17 years?
yeah, at home while we're and how many?
Have they ever been there?
I was about to say, did they ever?
I thought I saw 17 about something. but
Oh,
Oh, maybe it has. I don't know.
apparently they were trying to do it on Broadway, which is the entire point of college game day is to have it on college campuses. So I don't know what that would be.
And that's
about.
pretty far, right?
Broadway to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent.
Little haul.
Travel.
yeah, I walked and it's at least 30 minutes.
Well, I remember they did the whole map of them throwing the goalposts in the river. So yeah,
It's a pretty
I
long
think
haul.
it is.
It's like 2 miles, I think, or like a mile and a half, something like that.
Illinois, Washington. I think this is Illinois is not favored in this game. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where they could be a playoff contender with just losing to Ohio State and Indiana. Because they play Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, Northwestern, or their. So if they end up
Should be
winning this
4
football
wins,
game, they'll
yeah.
probably end up 10-2.
So we want Washington to win all day.
Yeah.
All right. So give me Washington minus 4.5. No. Sorry. Give me Illinois plus 4.5 to get the
Oh,
Or just-
you're going reverse jinx
actually
the whole
Illinois.
way.
Yeah, Illinois money line. I'll put an ungodly amount of money on it on VIP play.
Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. Texas Tech is a 37.5 point favorite.
Yeah, that's insane. I want to know what Oklahoma. Speaking of antics, what's going to happen in Oklahoma State? Or I guess it's in Texas.
Yeah.
But maybe a few Oklahoma State fans will show up for the antics.
I think you burn it down and just like in a few years, maybe pick it back up.
But burn down Oklahoma State Stadium.
I'm just like their whole football program.
Okay.
It's pretty close to that already. So
Especially if Texas Tech cashes that spread. Baylor, Cincinnati.
it's a trap line.
It is 3.5.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Texas, Mississippi State.
I'm still high on Mississippi State and could probably not be lower on Texas. So just for the Vol's sake, I
Texas
guess
6.5.
hoping Mississippi State looks better.
I feel like, oh my gosh.
mean,
Why does
Mississippi-
Texas offense suck so bad?
Why does
Take the under.
Mississippi State has found some ways to lose some football games over
Yeah.
the last couple weeks?
It'll be interesting to see this one. Are they fired up? Are their fans going to be back with all the cowbells again? Or are they no longer as pumped as they were against Tennessee?
I don't know. What
I think they don't like Texas a lot, so I think that would be the main.
That could be a
Not
draw.
much for them to claw on.
they do a red out or maroon,
Maroon
out?
out, Landon. Come on.
Yeah, whatever they are. I mean, Oregon's gonna thrash Wisconsin. Stanford, Miami. Stanford has to go all the way to Miami for this game.
Give me Frank Reich and the boys.
You can get in this game for $6.
Dude, just give it away for free at that point. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's more cost in the processing than the actual.
Yeah,
ticket.
your hot dog is more than your ticket price in this one, which is kind of sick.
What stadium's doing free concessions? We learned about
Coastal. We're
Coastal.
going next year.
that. How is that? They should be.
Is
How's
that-
that working?
They
Are
should,
they losing money?
they should be undefeated.
Is that starting this year? I can't remember.
Oh, it might be next year.
I thought it was this year.
Maybe. So we missed out on free concession stands.
Yeah.
That sucks.
They probably lost so much money they're never going to do it again.
Next year we're going. I don't even know if I want to go to a Tennessee game next year. Next year I'm going to App State and Coastal.
Okay.
We're going to a fall game. We have to go to an October game
And Boone.
in Boone.
I'm so down.
Boone's fun.
I yearn for Boone.
I can't. I can't wait to see the place you stay in Boone, North Carolina, Joey.
It might be one of the nicer places. To be honest.
I don't think he can find anything like that rivals Mississippi.
I think he just like sleeps in like a pile of leaves.
I was about to say, don't.
That would be a
don't
lot
challenge.
cleaner than
Or like
the
a
motel room. he's
Outside in even a sleeping bag would probably be pretty.
Just like a wet, muddy cave.
I don't think you could find a street as dirty as that motel you slept in Mississippi, in Boone, North Carolina.
I'll be honest. It was a comfier sleep than at least Tuscaloosa and probably
That's crazy.
Arkansas.
That's crazy.
One of the comfier sleeps on my SEC road tour.
That's wild.
Look, if you just mind the bugs and the
You can't.
mold and water leaking,
stop.
sleep in jeans, boots, and a
Dude,
hoodie.
you know you could. I know like that's part of your bit, but like you could start a GoFundMe and be like, "This is where we're staying here." I think out of the fear that people might lose you and you might not show back up, they would donate and you get to stay at somewhere like really nice.
How much did that hotel cost?
for the week for me for the weekend.
For everyone.
I don't know. For 2 nights, it cost me $22 in total. So
I will pay for your guys' next road trip if you find the worst place to stay.
I mean, we're trending. We're trending pretty well.
You just have to film every
okay, that's
bit
fine.
of it.
We
And
would make.
I'll send you to the worst possible place you can sleep in.
Yeah, that's true. Might as well kind of make something out of it.
Yeah.
If we're just gonna go find the absolute. I'm like the
I'll
Anthony
fund it.
Bourdain of college football. Or
That's a crazy comparison because everything people act like he eats really good. But yeah, I like it. Yeah, you got the right idea.
diners, drives, and dives, or whatever it is
Yeah.
of SEC
Just diners,
Motels.
drives, and dies.
dives, drive-bys.
Texas A&M LSU?
See you, Brian. Have fun in State College.
Yeah, give me Texas A&M minus $1 billion.
God, where does
It is a
he
night
end
game,
next
though.
year?
He's going to get a cushy contract in State College, Pennsylvania. That's exactly where he's going to land. Who's his agent?
He's gonna work for Sunbelt Rentals.
No, he'll be coaching. He's got a family to take care of. Oh, he doesn't. He might not end up anywhere good. He doesn't have Jimmy Sexton.
Trace Armstrong. Oh, he also represents Garrett Nussmeier. Yeah, this guy's a loser. Battle of the Michigans. Michigan State, Michigan.
Another stinker. This week kind of sucks.
Yeah. And then Houston, Arizona State.
Give me Houston. Money line.
Arizona State is minus 7.5. Yeah, kind of rough one in college football this week. I don't know. I'd rather have this and Tennessee win than what happened last week.
Following week's not great either. We're in the dog days. But the Vols at least play. I mean, we get Oklahoma. So
When's the next? Is the week after that good?
week 11. Let's see.
I mean, we keep looking at these Big Ten games, and
Right, Indiana, Penn State should have been the game of the year, but
dude, have y'all seen Penn State's schedule for next year?
I hope
No.
it's just terrible.
You kind of want to be the head coach there next year.
Oh, really? Cakewalk?
Oh, it's insane.
Well, I mean, their season's always a cakewalk, but James Franklin's still. What was the record against top 10 teams?
Not good. Whatever UCLA's is this year.
So they have
Worse than that.
Marshall, Temple, Buffalo, at Maryland, at Michigan is their hardest game. At Northwestern, Minnesota, Purdue, Rutgers, USC at home, Wisconsin, at Washington.
Why didn't they just keep him on?
They don't play.
There's no top 10 games next year. He wouldn't have had to win one.
They don't
He
play
would've been
Ohio
in a playoff.
State.
No, or Oregon or Indiana.
I can't believe they fired him after looking
That's
at that.
crazy.
That's wild. Why?
You at least had one shot to give him.
Yeah. Let him
The
go win.
easiest tee up
Yeah,
ever.
that's crazy. Okay.
Maybe that was the plan all along. They knew this is the best opportunity to bring someone in and have a T-ball of a season.
I might be able to coach them to a college football playoff. I'm throwing my name in the hat.
I want nothing to do with Penn State's locker room.
You're not a child anymore, Joey. It's okay.
Fair.
All right, guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. Hovey Dry Goods, the best hats in the business. Go check them out. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. They got those. I think you can pre-order the ones with the Tennessee helmet on there. So go check them out. Use promo code MORE, 15% off that first purchase. Also, have y'all seen the new Roback stuff?
Not yet. I don't want to.
They got the black crew neck. They got another hoodie.
Take my money.
Yeah, really good stuff over there at Roback. Go check them out. Roback.com. Use promo code MORE important issues for 20% off that first purchase. Oh, so good. Love Roback. All right, fellas, anything else?
Let's go to Lexington.
Are you going? No, you're not.
No.
We just talked about this before.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah.
All right. Guys, I love Tony Vitello. This sucks.
I don't.
He'll be back.
Yeah, we want him to do well and maybe come back at some point. We have to time it up right.
Yep. You got to time it up.
Because if not, if he ends up at Arkansas, I'm going to lose it. I think we stop this podcast if he ends up at Arkansas.
That's fair.
I thought about ending it anyway when he left, but
How many times have we almost ended it?
okay.
I wanted to after we won the national championship and was told no.
We would have peaked. We're saving it for football.
Yeah.
You will not catch us on January 23rd of 2026.
Yep.
This year.
Are you saying after January 6th you go dark?
Oh, whoa. I'm not saying that.
All right. Better days ahead. Guys, thank y'all for listening. We'll be back on Sunday talking about that win over the Cats. We're bringing the vote in, and we out.